How's it going, and welcome to No Fun Allowed. On today's video, How Not to Die, we will be going over 5 simple steps which you can ensure that your player characters in whatever role-playing game that you're playing in can make a triumphant victory, or at least live to see another day. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right in. Number 1, stick together. There's that classic trope of split the party, don't split the party. Hey gang, let's go ahead and search for clues. You go this way, I go that way. Splitting the party is a surefire way to lose some people, as there might be some encounters that the DM already has in store, and lo and behold, when only 1 or 2 people meet an encounter that was clearly designed for 4, 5, or 6, it is going to be met with absolute disaster. Also, more important is the fact that even if there is less people, the variables that you have going with you, and more importantly, having people to watch your back, are lessened and lessened. Especially if you go off alone. Going off alone, definite surefire way to get yourself killed. Number 2, to damage or to heal, that is the question. If your teammate is looking haggard, they just got hit, they're running low on HP, they're crying out for the medic, but the enemy is damaged as well, what do? Do you heal in this instance, or do you damage the foe? If you damage the foe, you could kill them before they can inflict more damage upon you, but if you don't heal your teammate, maybe they meet an untimely and gruesome end. That is going to be something that you have to consider every single time you're in one of these scenarios, because healing might heal them, but they might just get damaged right back down to where they were, or potentially even worse. Whereas if you kill the foe, then you prevent all damage. Take into account all the resources that you have at hand, take into account the damage you inflicted upon the foe, and take into account the damage inflicted on your friends, and hopefully you can find the solution of to heal or not to heal. Number 3, know your enemy. If you are going up against a foe, and you have no idea what they can do, they might be a spellcaster for all you know. They might have a special ability that lets them get past some of your defenses. If you don't know the enemy, you are asking for punishment. Always do a little bit of research in-game, of course, about what you're going up against. If you are going up against a foe and you know who they are, but your player character doesn't, ask your DM for a roll to see what your character would know. But if both you and your player character don't know what you're in for, this is going to be a wild ride, as this is a learning experience for the both of you. Once you know your enemy's capabilities, that is when you tailor your strategy against them. If you know that they're strong from range, get up in their face. If you know they're great at face-to-face combat, then go ahead and step off. If you know that they can't fly, go ahead and climb up on that tree and make them spend time getting to you. If you're going up against a dumb foe that is going to latch on to the first enemy it comes across, throw your tank in there while the DPS in the back does all the work. Once you know your enemy, you can make a plan that is going to trump them every time. Number 4, know your friends. You might know the enemy's strategies, you might know their capabilities, but that's not going to do anything if you don't know what your friends can do. If you don't know how far your friends can go, if you don't know how many resources they have at the time of the fight, if you don't know how much they can handle before they reach the breaking point, then you're going to push them way too far. Always ask your friends how many spell slots they have left, how many resources they have of that class ability, how much HP they're looking like after taking that hit. Once you know all of your friends' capabilities and your friends know your own capabilities, you will mesh together well, and you'll be a well-organized machine that will be unstoppable. And coming in here at number 5, we have never give up unless you need to. While we play games to have fun and to win and to conquer the enemy, sometimes that is just not what is going down at the table. Sometimes you're just having a bad day. All the rolls are just coming in terribly and the DM's rolling hot. You might have those days where you're just forgetting about an ability and you are just falling behind on the resource management. And sometimes you are just pitted up against a foe that is far outclassing you. Don't give up if you think you've got a chance. If you think you've got a chance with a combination of good strategy and good luck, and of course a little bit of DM grace, you can pull through any encounter. However, if you're really not feeling it, or if you know that there is no DM grace left at the table, it is a always viable option to try and hightail it out of there. That can include just running away, and hopefully you're faster than the monsters. Hopefully you're faster than your friends. Or hopefully you can outrun and outhide whatever is beating you down. While waving the white flag or running away might sound pretty lame, this actually creates awesome character development. Your character will lose at some point, but that means when they return, they are going to be that much better for it. Everyone likes a hero that always comes out on top, but even more so, everyone likes a hero that gets their redemption arc. So whether you give up or whether you run away, come back with a vengeance and come back stronger and come back harder and win the day. Alright, that's going to do it for this video. 5 simple tips and tricks which can hopefully lead your PCs to a bright and happy future where they're not dead. Alright, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you apply this knowledge that you've learned today, but if you haven't learned anything, if you've already applied all these things, then I want to go ahead and hear all about how you've applied this to make sure that your PCs haven't died before. That's going to wrap it up for me. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.